What's up, family? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Susanna and welcome back to this video. Yes, welcome back to today's vlog. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, if you haven't yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. What are you still waiting for? Subscribe, share, like and comment. Let's connect together. Yeah, it's a new month. It's December, a festive month. Yeah, so let's connect together, have fun, and let's create memories. Yeah, my son is actually awake. It's morning. Yes, where are you? Daddy. So guys, today's video actually I will be sharing with you some tips on how to stop a baby from breastfeeding. Yeah, that is the topic for today. Yes, come here. That is the topic for today, how to stop a baby from breastfeeding step by step. And as you all know that there are very many ways, there are very many ways of stopping a baby from breastfeeding. But before you do that, he actually wants to play with me. He actually wants to play with me. So then, first of all, stopping a baby from breastfeeding, you have to make sure that that baby has clocked 1 year old or 2 years old. 1 year old and 2 year old. That's when you are allowed to stop the baby from breastfeeding for first time moms. But if it is your second born or your third born, and maybe let's say you are working, yeah, that one can be understandable. You understand? That is understandable. Is either, you know, some moms who are actually working, they stop their babies breastfeeding at the age of 6 months. Some actually stop at 10 months. Yes, come baby, come here, let me see you. Come, let me see you, baby. Come here. You're sleeping. Okay, fine. You still want to sleep? Okay. So if you, like I said, if it is your second born, you're okay to stop your baby at mostly 8 months or 10 months. But stopping the baby at 6 months, it can be a bit very hard because the baby does not know how to eat very well, because the baby only takes porridge and milk. Yeah, that baby still wants the mother's milk, at least to boost the baby system, to make the baby system very strong and actually build his memories very well there. Yes, and also boost his senses. Yeah, so that is why it is recommended that most especially firstborns have to breastfeed that enough milk from the breast before they are stopped from breastfeeding. Yeah, actually, all this that I'm telling you out of experience, because I one day called my mom because I noticed my son actually, when he was 1 year old, my son actually stopped eating. Like, he rejected food at all. If I give him food, any type of food, he never liked anything, but only he wanted to breastfeed. So I called my mom and I talked to my mom, why is the baby not eating, things like that. So my mom said things like that happen, but first, don't stop him from breastfeeding. Continue breastfeeding him. He will still gain appetite. Okay, yeah, that one also is recommended. Don't get scared when your baby stops eating, rejects food, and only wants to breastfeed. Don't get scared. But also, there are some issues that happen to the babies. Yeah, when the baby loses appetite, is either you're recommended to go and deworm the baby, or to go and consult your doctor, your medical doctor, your doctor, the one, your family doctor, in case you have one. And if you don't have one, you can just go to the hospital and consult one. Why is the baby not eating? But still things like that happen, and you just have to bear with the baby for that time. Maybe like it happens like even has big people. Yes, daddy? Yes, it happens like even as big people, whereby we can lose appetite. Yes, baba? Yes, like even as big people, whereby we can lose appetite and just don't feel like eating anything. Yeah, but back to the topic. Mama. Yes. You see, if you are first time mom, there is a book you are given in a hospital for all the babies monitoring. Yeah, so you have to go through that book, how the baby behaves, things like that. You follow it, how to stop a baby from breastfeeding, how to wine a baby, how to introduce a baby to the fast food, to the fast fruits. It is all written there in that hospital book. That's why that book, when you're pregnant, when you get pregnant, to go and get that book is expensive. You'll pay a little, you'll pay some good money for that book. Yeah. Yes. Yes, baby. Guys, you can see him. He's here. Mama. Yes. Wake up. Wakey, 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 baby. Wake up, you wake up. Wakey, 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 baby. Wake up with me. Ting-a-ling, 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 ting-a-ling. So, yeah. So, also it happens that when when the baby maybe falls sick, and maybe you know that some diseases that can actually make the baby get sick, reject food and also reject breasts. So most especially breast, you find the baby has rejected breast completely, and also it only wants to drink this other normal milk, not breast milk. So that one also is okay. It's also another form of stopping the baby completely from breastfeeding. Yeah. Yes. So guys, the thing is, when you're stopping the baby from breastfeeding, you have to make sure that your baby is introduced to all the foods. Yes. I'm so sorry for interrupting my son. You have to make sure that your baby is used to eating all the foods. Yeah, is used to, like you know, the foods that does not affect your baby. You know the foods that are bad for the baby. You know the fruits that are not good for the baby, fruits that the baby likes so much, things like that, milk, the porridge, yeah, things like that. So you have to make sure that you know all that before you stop a baby from breastfeeding. And also another thing, you have to make sure that your baby is Mama. Yes. Yes. Like your baby has some, like, has teeth. Yeah, let's say maybe like 4 teeth, like four teeth down, 4 teeth up, so that at least he or she can buy something when it's put in his or her mouth. Okay, don't just stop the baby from breastfeeding and come when the baby does not have the teeth. Okay, that one also is recommended. So how to stop a baby from breastfeeding? First step, what you can use to stop the baby from breastfeeding. First step is to put chili on your breast. Okay, chili. Just buy fresh chili pepper and smear it on your breast. Yeah, smear it on your breast, both breasts. Yeah, so that when the baby puts his or her mouth there, you can find that is very bitter, and it will just run away and will not come back again to breastfeed. Okay, but remember, when you put that, don't put too much, because chili is very effective. It can affect your breast and it will be very inching, it will inch you until you just wash it out from you. Come. So daddy. So like I said, you have to be very careful when you a baby daddy. So you have to be very careful when you're putting chili pepper on your breast. If you find that it's very much inching, you have to wash it quickly. Okay, that's the first step. Step number 2, you have to use cell top. Most especially, you have to use something that looks like your breast. Okay, if your breast is brown or white, if you're white, you use a white cell top. If you're black like me and your nipple is black, you have to use a black cell top so that the baby can see like, oh, what is this on their breast today? I don't understand. So that when you give him or her the breast, you find that the milk is not coming. What is going on? And the more you continue, he continues or she continues looking at your breast like that, will just be like, I'm tired of that breast. Like every day, it's not giving me milk. Yeah, so the baby will actually have appetite for food and start eating food like nothing before, because you will see like, since there is no any other food I eat, like there is no breast milk, so why can't I just eat this food and just get satisfied? Because with kids, actually, when they know that, like most especially now, like a 2-year-old baby, is breastfeeding, so it will be like, when you give him or her the food, will be like, I don't want this food, like I don't want it, I want breast. You find the baby eats little food, and most food that he likes is breast. Okay, and also sometimes it will lead to weight loss. Okay, because breast milk cannot satisfy the baby anymore. The baby is already big. Okay, breast milk cannot satisfy the baby anymore when the baby is not eating food as a substitute. Okay, so that's why it's good to stop a baby breastfeeding at 2 years old, or 2 and 1 month old, yeah, like that, in case you are there. And also another thing is to make sure, if step 3 is to create the baby's bed alone, you make sure you introduce the baby sleeping on his or her own, okay, without you sleeping there with him or her. Because if he sleeps alone, or if she sleeps alone, whenever he turns, you'll find that nobody's there with him or her. It's just only him or her on the bed. Okay, so you'll get used to. You will cry for the first day, but you'll still get used to, because the more you continue sleeping, if you want to stop a baby from breastfeeding and you continue sleeping with him or her, the baby it will take long for the baby to leave the breast. Because you see, us, when we are sleeping at night, the baby will be smelling the milk. Yes. Mm? 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 The baby will be smelling the milk from you, so it will take long for that baby to stop breastfeeding. Another thing, and step 4 is either you take the baby back to the village, or maybe to any relative around the area, your relative, so that baby can actually sleep there for like 1 to 2 days, so that can forget their breast. Okay, so that can know that I'm not sleeping with my mom. When the baby sleeps with someone that he or she does not know, it will not actually disturb at night. That baby will be very cool, yeah, because he knows, or she knows, I am not with my mom, like I'm not with my parents, like I've not seen them. Yeah, let me just behave. Okay, babies are very funny humans. When the baby sees that these are not my parents, okay, you find that baby is very polite, very good behavior at the moment. Yeah, no fighting, no destroying things in that house. But the moment that baby sees his or her parents, that's when you see the bad characters of that baby, because he knows, or she knows, my parents are back, let me just play, let me do anything that I want. They are very funny. And if you don't know more about kids, you actually have to sit down and understand them, because if you're short-tempered, you will even harm them very bad. Yeah, kids are very funny, whereby you have to be very understanding, yeah, when you're with them. You have to understand them, because for them, even if you react badly, still they don't see it as a good thing, because they actually do not understand what is going on. They're just doing what makes them to be happy, or what they want to do. Yeah. So Mom. Yes, actually those are the steps when you're stopping a baby from breastfeeding. And also, what you have to know is that stopping a baby from breastfeeding is not an easy thing. Yeah. You also are a mother. When you're stopping that baby from breastfeeding, you're also going to go through some pain from your breast, because you find that that time when the baby has not breastfed, you find that your breasts are very full and full of milk and very paining. You find that your chest is very heavy, very paining, and even your back. Okay, so so you also have to feel that, you also feel that pain, like I said. Yes. But again, as for moms that actually don't have any relatives around, like you want to stop a baby from breastfeeding as you are alone, my friend, you will have sleepless nights. Trust me. That time you're not going to sleep. That day you're not going to sleep. Even the next day you're not going to sleep. And also it depends on your baby. Some babies actually take like 1 week to forget breastfeeding. They will go 1 week constantly with crying at night, having sleepless nights. They don't want to eat food. Anything you give them, you want to eat that? Okay. Anything that you give the baby, you find the baby does not want it at all. You understand? You find the baby does not want it at all. So, that time when you're stopping a baby from breastfeeding, you have to be very ready to face the consequences of stopping a baby from breastfeeding, because it is going to be it is just something very hard, because now the baby will be thinking, how am I going to leave breast? Okay, it's fine. How am I going to leave breast, and how am I going to survive? I think that is what, okay, eat it. I think that is what is always on their mind. I don't know, but I guess that is what is on their mind, because you find the baby has cried from like the whole night. Yeah. Also the next day, the same thing. The baby will ask you, I want nyonyo, and you're not giving the baby. The baby will be like, this mother does not like me at all. So the baby will cry and cry and cry. That's why I can actually recommend, if you're stopping a baby from breastfeeding and you've not taken the baby anywhere, it's just with you, I recommend you just be there for that time for your baby, because the baby even will disturb the maid, and you even regret why is it why is it that breastfeeding was introduced in this world? Why is it that breastfeeding was introduced in this world? So you have to be ready. Stopping a baby from breastfeeding is not easy, but also at the same time it is a good thing. Yeah, because already the baby is big. Yes, the baby is big, and there is no way you're going to continue breastfeeding a big baby. Yeah, so these are the 4 steps that I actually wanted to share with you on stopping a baby from breastfeeding. And I hope you're going to learn something, because this channel, you're here to learn and understand how babies, all about babies, all about first time moms, etc. You're here to learn that. Okay, so and also one thing, Mom, you also have Mom, to make sure that Mom, now, yes, Mom, in the house, Mom, now, yes, Mom, in the house now, you have milk 24/7. Okay, you have milk 24/7 in the house. Either you buy a dozen of milk, that big box for the milk, you stock it in the house. Yeah, you stock into the house. This, what is wrong with this one? Ah, you stock it in the house for the baby, because now that will be the substitute for the baby. When the baby is eating food, after that you have to give him or her milk. Another thing is fruits. You have to introduce, you have to make sure you have fruits in the house. You blend the juices like that in the house, so that the baby can actually not remember the breast again. And also another thing, you have to have food in the house. You make sure food is cooked in the house. The baby does not miss food, yeah, in the house, so that the baby will not have issues with you, so that the baby will not think of the breast again. Yeah, so, and the water, and you have to make sure the baby is well treated for the first days, when the baby is, for the first month there, when the baby is stopping breast. That is what you have to. Daddy, what is that? Oh, that is what you have to do for the baby. Okay, and you as a mother, you actually have to be there. You actually have to be there when the baby is stopping to breastfeed, because you have to see how your baby is eating. Like, is he eating, or is she eating enough food, or does she like this food, or things like that. So you have to be there for your baby, and make sure for that first month the baby is actually looking very healthy. Okay, fine, eat it. And then, so that the baby will not become sick for that first month. You know that some babies, actually, when they stop breastfeeding, you find the baby has fallen sick, because the baby has already missed that breast milk. Yeah, you find the baby has become sick due to stopping from breastfeeding. But still, that's why you have to be there for the first month, and observe the baby for that first month. Okay, or even for that first week. Okay, and see how your baby behaves. Okay, yeah. So I hope you've learned something, and I hope you're going to learn something from this video. And if you do kindly like the video, just give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, share, like, and comment. And most especially, you see that bell? When you click on subscribe, there are many bells that come there. There's one bell with 2 dots on it, so you click on that one, so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. See you. Merry Christmas to you all in advance. Bye.